We'll get started here with head coach Jared Calhoun, along with Thomas Winbush and Matt Van Guy. Coach, on to the regional finals. Congratulations. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, thanks, Adam. I thought it was a very, very tough game. You have to credit Coach Lombardi. You have to credit their players. They never went away. It was very similar to the feel when we were up there at Indiana. You know, we've battled these guys 3 times. We're very fortunate enough to be on the winning column all 3 times. And once again tonight, I thought our depth was really good. You know, a couple guys struggled early. We got wide open looks in that first half, and we just struggled to make shots. But we went on a really good run in the second half. Our kids really settled down. And you're going to have games where you miss shots. But you have to credit IUP. What a heck of a year. Represented the PSAC really well. We're just happy to continue that we're still playing.
Questions?
Hey, Matt, just a quick question. I noticed during the first half, Indiana didn't get to the line at all. You got to the line early 2 times. Was that something you guys really talked about as far as trying to expose Indiana tonight?
Well, I mean, going back to the last time we played them, I got off to a terrible start. I wasn't, I guess you can say I wasn't ready, and that kind of threw me off. So my thing was to attack them and try and get them in foul trouble and dominate on the inside. So that's basically that's it right there.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Guys, talk about it's a 2-point game with a little bit over 5 minutes to go in the first half. We're struggling 1 of 10, 1 of 11 from 3. But DJ, Jolly, Thomas, I think you finally hit a lengthy jumper at one point there. It wasn't a 3, but that got us going. I think we made 4 or 5 threes down the stretch, put some distance going into the half to go up 11. Talk about that last 5 minutes of the first half.
That was a big 5 minutes. Obviously, us not being able to make shots, and it's about having confidence and staying with your shot. And I felt like I had to shoot the ball, and a couple other guys fed off of that, and we just ended up making shots, and we fed off of that.
Talk about the job you did on Lombardi. I know you had him a lot of the night. I know Sham had him some early. He obviously showed last night what he could do, what he's capable of doing when he gets hot. But you guys really kept him in check. He just struggled all night. Ended up 1 of 15.
Going into tonight, it was pretty much my assignment, and if he was the head of the snake of their team, and I felt like I had to come in and do everything I could on the defensive side and to stop him. It wasn't just me. Obviously, you said Sham got too, but I felt like I had to come in a defensive mindset because I know what he can do on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm sorry. No, every time they try to make a little run at you, you guys had an answer in the second half. What was your guys' mindset as a team? What are you guys saying on the floor to each other?
Resiliency. They're not going to quit. We know that, and we're not going to quit either. We've never been quitters. Nobody on this team has. And Coach does a good job of getting us ready for because that's a really good team. The score doesn't at all really tell the tale of the whole game.
I thought there was a couple key times when it got a little close right there where they established you in the paint and you got it done inside.
Yeah, well, I just go out there and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And we were fortunate. The baskets were fortunate enough to drop, and I just continued to stay with it. I didn't try and shy away from any shots. I tried to go through them. They jumped to a couple pump fakes that I made, and we just kept it rolling. And then again, our defense, and the guys on the bench. You can't. Troy has been playing out of his mind this whole tournament. And since probably 6-7 games ago, he's just really clicked and really dialed in as of late.
Hey, Coach Calhoun, I know you guys keep reaching more and more historic heights, but what did that really mean to you? Just at the end of the game, the whole stadium on their feet, cheering for you guys.
Well, when we put this thing together 5 years ago, it's been a lot of work. When we got here, this room here was a classroom. We had wooden bleachers. Our locker room had been upgraded from 1975. So what we've been able to do has meant a lot to those people in those stands. Those people have really, really helped us get this thing to the next level. we're not satisfied right now. We want to put ourselves in a position to win a national championship. That's what we sought out to do 5 years ago. But right now, our commissioner is the only one that can book his flight. So that we know. We know Reed and Adam, his staff is going, and there'll be one team from the Mountain East Conference. This conference is amazing. You know, this region is amazing. There's a lot of good teams that have went home. You know, and you watch those kids post games and you see Brandon Spain come out of the game and hug Coach Lombardi. You know, we just want to keep this thing going. We know the maximum number of days we have are 2 weeks, right? But if we win on Tuesday night, we become the second team ever in school history to make an Elite Eight, right? So these seniors go out with 100 wins. That's 25 wins for 4 years. That's historic. That's very, very hard to do at any level. So we're going to work our tails off the next 2 nights to try to get ready. We're going to get a lot of rest. And I would imagine it's going to be a hard ticket come Tuesday night. We're playing probably the hottest team in Division II. We respect them. We know what they did. They went through 2 very good teams. They beat West Liberty and they beat Shippensburg, the best of the PSAC. So we'll have our hands full, but it's going to be an exciting time here on Tuesday night.
Coach, just going back to the defense for a second. Contrell and Lombardi got them going last night. What did you want to do tonight?
Well, I really respect Dante Lombardi. I think he's just such a competitor. He does a really good job at drawing fouls. And we wanted to get him with 2 or 3 push-offs. That was our goal. And this guy here to my right is really good. He's a monster defender. I've been very fortunate, you know, through the years, a lot of good players, a lot of good teams. He's one of the best defenders in the country. And Matt gets a lot of the credit, but Thomas, he's 1A, you know, because he's on the top of the press. Dante Lombardi goes 1 for 15. That's what won the game. Yeah, Matt's points are huge. Matt does what he does. But that was a big key. You know, Dante was, as Thomas said, we talked about him for 24 hours. You know, I thought about him last night. I didn't get much sleep when he had 26 and 12 last night. You know, he's a tremendous player. And I thought we did a really good job of trying to get him out of the game. And it worked.
Talk about the decision-making process to make that move for that Thomas to get him for most of the game. Was it a mad scientist moment, or
yeah,
saw something on tape, or
you
what?
know, it's a combination of watching the tape before. You know, this time of year, you can't outthink the room. You know, this is not rocket science. We have really good players. We have a lot of talent. There's no doubt about it. I don't want to confuse these guys. I want to keep it as simple as possible. But we just felt like with Thomas's length, that would really help us. And it ended up being the key to the game. If you look at his numbers, I didn't realize he was 1 for 15 and, you know, 0 for 7 from 3. But that was a big part of what we tried to do tonight. And, you know, I thought we'd have been up by a lot more in the first half. We'd have made a few shots, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. You know, we had to keep plugging away. And that's what I was proud of our team's effort. You know, we were a little bit more under control. We were a little bit out of whack night 1. You know, we were bouncing off walls to play that game. I thought we were a little more of a basketball team tonight and kind of settled down.
Sure, you've gotten the better end of Wheeling both times, but how much better are they playing at this point?
Ooh, yeah, they're playing really good. You know, you look at their team. Preston Boswell's been tremendous, freshman. You know, we recruited him hard. He makes the bank shot to win it. You look at Pat Mosea playing great. Haywood comes out, makes every shot. Kyle Ritz playing really good. That's a good team. You know, they're really, really good. And you throw out the records. You know, it's for 40 minutes, chance to go to Sioux Falls, go to the Elite Eight. You know, the Mountain East is going, as we said. We just want to make sure our tickets are punched. But we know it's going to be a very, very hard game. You know, we won in overtime up there, and I think we won by 8 or 9, you know, the last time. So it's going to be a hard game, but our guys will be ready.
I don't know, like, I realize you guys got your own lives you're paying attention to and stuff like that, but this past fall, Fairmont State had another big game against IUP, and they didn't treat us too good. Did that cross your minds at all as far as like, okay, you beat our football team, but we're not going to let you embarrass
No. I got a lot of respect for Coach Lombardi. You know, he's very close with one of my good buddies, Billy Hahn at West Virginia. So, no, I never thought about that, to be honest with you. But they got a great program. You know, Joe's been to 2 national championship games. They got one of the best arenas in all of Division II. Storied program. For us to say we beat that program 3 straight times, that's a big accomplishment in itself, let alone making the Sweet 16. We we think very highly of that program.
At this stage of the season, is it more about what you guys do, or are you going to look at what they do and try to counter that?
Yeah, I think Danny will mix it up. Danny's a good coach. He'll have a good game plan. They played some zone. They've played some man. They've even tried to press us a little bit. But we're going to do what we do. We press. We shoot threes. We fly around. Coach Calhoun's not going to slow the game down. I can tell you that. We're going to fly around. We're going to press. We're going to go make plays, and we're going to try to outscore them. For 40 minutes. That's just kind of our system.
Matt and Thomas, now that's finally here, what's it going to be like to play for a spot in the Elite Eight?
You said that?
What's it going to be like to play for a spot in the Elite Eight?
It's amazing magic, what you can say, honestly. I mean, I've never been a part of anything like this before. I mean, I've been close. At Southern Miss, we won 29 games, but made the NIT. So, that was kind of a smack in the face. But, I mean, to go up to me coming here to this school and joining this team and putting together what we put together is just tremendous. I mean, I've got great teammates. I've got a great coaching staff. They pushed me for 2 years straight. They've never let me, they've never left me out to dry or anything like that. And what more can you say? It's the Elite Eight. Everybody wants to be the last eight. And another shout out to my man Dwayne over there. That's my best friend. For those who don't know.
Dwayne, you reminded us in today's paper that we were 0-2 in the semis. So you continue, our local beat writer continues to motivate our team. But he's got to report the news. I always tell him he's got to report the news, but certainly fires me up.
It's
I know
nice
that.
to know that you guys read that.
Yep.
It's great.
Thomas, what about you?
I'm excited, but I'm just enjoying the ride with the rest of my teammates. That's all I can say about it. I'm just lost for words, and I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, one more.
Okay, I'll be the bad guy. In football, the old adage is tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. How do you approach this next 20?
I've heard it. It's one game. You can't overhype it. You can't underhype it. It is what it is. You've got to go out, and whoever plays well on Tuesday night, that'll be the team that gets to advance. So we will look at some of the things we did good against Wheeling Jesuits, some of the things we can improve on, and we'll try to dissect a few things to try to get us a little bit better, because it's very, very hard this time of year to really go that long. So it's a lot of film, it's a lot of walkthrough, it's a lot of focus. It's really, really about just bringing it for those 40 minutes and really rising to the occasion. I've been fortunate enough to win a national championship at Walsh as an assistant, been part of Coach Huggins' staff at the Final Four, Big East championship. It's the players got to win the game. The big-time players will rise to the occasion. I feel very confident in my 10 or 11 guys, and we'll see what happens. It'll be a great night for the Mountain East, really. It's kind of shows, guys, and you don't want to lobby for the league, but you have to as a coach. It shows our league was the best this year. We're the last 2 standing in this region. No disrespect to IUP or Shippensburg, but the Mountain East this year, once again, is the best. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.